Day 13, make all your wishes come true. Another one which is very dear to Rhonda Byrne herself. Imagination is the true magic carpet. Norman Vincent Peale, writer, 1898 to 1993. If you've been following the magical practices day by day, you have now built an amazing foundation by practicing gratitude for everything you have received and continue to receive in your life. But today is an exciting day because you're going to begin to use gratitude's magical power for your dreams and desires. Many say power, so whichever way you want to use the word. Hundreds of native cultures through the centuries have traditionally given thanks for what they want before they receive it. So पहले से ही thank you बोल दिया उन्होंने. Creating elaborate ceremonies to put as much energy as they could into giving thanks. The Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of the Nile River since ancient times to ensure the continual flow of water in the river. They already पहले से Egyptians ने नाइल रिवर को पहले से थैंक यू बता दिया था in the ancient times, so that there is a constant flow of water in the river, is what she's saying. And then she comes up with how the Americans, the Africans also, the Aborigines also say American Indians and Australian Aborigines perform rain dances. Various African tribes perform ceremonies for their food before they hunt for it. So before it rains, they go for rain dance. Same way for food. And the very nature of prayer in every culture and religion is giving thanks before having received what is desired. The law of attraction says that like attracts like, which means you must form in your mind a likeness or an image of what you want. Then to attract your desire to you, you have to feel as though it is yours, so that how you feel is also like how you would feel when you had what you wanted. So it is as if you are writing anything, any desire of actually, it has not yet been fulfilled, but we write as if it is done. So from this chapter, she comes to that. All our unfulfilled desires, we write gratitude for it before the abundance has come. Okay, so she gives very beautiful examples of the same. It is if it never occurred to you before to use gratitude to receive what you want, you have now discovered another of its magical powers. The very words in the Holy Scriptures promise exactly that. Whoever has gratitude now will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance. So she says that पहले से ही thank you बोल दो. Thank you in advance बोलते हैं ना. So many times we say thank you in advance. Gratitude is something you must have before you can receive, not something that you simply do after something good has happened. And she keeps on stressing on this over as she moves on to the other chapters. She stresses so much on this that say thank you before you have received it only. Gratitude is something you must have before. She's used in italics. You can receive, not something that you simply do after something good has happened. Most people are grateful after they receive something good. But to make all your wishes come true and change your entire life by filling it with riches in every area, you must be grateful before and after. Through the act of being sincerely grateful for receiving your desire beforehand, you immediately form an image in your mind that you have it. तो चलो पहले let's sit down and let's imagine beforehand something that we want very badly, something that we desperately want in the field of money, health, relationships, scarcity, in anything. Visualize what you want as if it is fulfilled, your desire, through the act of being sincerely grateful for receiving your desire beforehand with closed eyes. You immediately form an image in your mind that you have it. It's fulfilled. You feel as though you have it and you're fulfilling your part. If you continue to hold that image and feeling, you will magically receive your desire. You won't know how you'll receive it. And it is not your job to figure it out. How easy does she make this for us? She says you won't know how you will receive it. And it is not your job to figure it out. You don't try to figure out how gravity is going to keep you on the ground when you go for a walk, do you? You trust and know that when you go for a walk, the law of gravity will keep you firmly on the ground. Likewise, you must trust and know that when you're grateful for what you want will be magically moved to you because it is the law of the universe. Every gratitude practice that I have done with every group on this planet, no? The Australians, the New Zealanders, the Rhonda Byrne group, the Belinda Baum group. It is literally, repeatedly only saying one thing. There is a science behind it. There is a law. You can give it any word, any name you want. But this phrase is because it is the law of the universe. Now, the examples that she's going to come to are again 3.5 decades old. So sometimes in our imagination, we will change them a little. Okay? But they apply as much today if what happened 2000 years back, what the Australians and the Americans and the Aborigines did also applies today, then obviously what happened 3.5 decades back will apply today. What do you most want right now? Again, I repeat, she's saying, what do you most want right now? At the beginning of this book, I asked you to get really clear about what you want in every area of your life. If you didn't do that earlier, now is the time to do it. Go to the lists you created now and choose your top 10 desires for this magical practice. You can select 10 desires from different areas of your life, such as money, health, home, and relationships. Or you might want to choose 10 desires in one area you really want to change, such as your business, work, success, anything. But be very clear and specific about what you most want, so that you can see the changes magically happen from this practice. Imagine you're putting in a magic order with the universe for your top 10 desires. Because in truth, By using the law of attraction, that's exactly what you are doing. Sit down with your pen and journal and create a separate list of your top 10 desires in the following way, as though you've received them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, this is the first time she comes into three thank yous. Okay, which means advance में कुछ अगर कहना है, if we want to be grateful from the beginning, then we have to use thank you 3 times. For, and fill in the blank with your desire as though you've received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for the high marks in the exam results. Obviously, we all will be writing for my son, grandson, child, grandchild winning a match, etc. Okay, so they have to be very, very, very specific and futuristic. Okay, something that you want very badly. And getting, oh my God, this is so much stress, these days. Getting admission into the exact college I wanted. Matlab, although you're writing about the future, you're thanking now, so you're writing in past tense, as if you're going to write it later because it is anyway going to happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the high marks. Sorry. For the great news that we are having a baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you for our dream home, which has everything we wanted. Which has everything we wanted it to have down to the last detail. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the amazing phone call with my dad that has improved our relationship. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the medical results, reports, CT scan, MRI, blood test, blood pressure, diabetes, blood sugar readings that show I'm all clear and healthy again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the unexpected money I received, which is the exact amount I needed for my European trip. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the doubling of our sales figures this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the ideas that won us our biggest client ever, yet means ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect partner. Thank you, thank you, thank you for how easy and effortless our move was. Even this move, right? So here she sets absolutely no limit to what you can ask. It's as if you can just go to a restaurant and order the entire menu. Yeah, it's as if you're going to a restaurant. Suppose you're going and you just say, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for the whatever, thank you. पहले से ही सब चीज़ों का thank you बता दिया है, means she's saying that there is no way it can't happen because you're already in gratitude. And amazing ones, yeah. For my European trip, the exact amount, she says. And this has happened. I've seen this. That's the reason why you're seeing so much excitement in me. I've seen this surface in my international groups, yeah, in the sharing. Now leave some place and listen to this, okay? You can even hear me simultaneously if you really want to write. But when we write again, leave some place, okay? Writing thank you 3 times, okay? Up tak we were writing thank you once. Thank you for the gift of health. That keeps me alive. Thank you. There were so many simple, the 10 things that you are most grateful for. Thank you for the toothbrush. Thank you for the toothpaste. Thank you for the water. Thank you for a good night's sleep. Thank you for the bed. Thank you for the tea, etc. And for the blessings. Now, she started stressing from this chapter why 3 times. Writing thank you 3 times in a row is a powerful thing to do because it prevents you from throwing the words away and increases your focus of gratitude. So, Abhi, because focus of gratitude has to increase because it is something we have to manifest, right? So the focus has to be with a lot of feeling and bhav. Saying thank you 3 times is also a magic formula. I give formulas, no, in breathwork in the mornings. That way, this is a magic formula to say 3 times because it is the mathematical number of all new creation in the universe. For example, it takes one male and one female to create a baby. 3. The male, female, and baby total to 3, completing a new creation. The same rule of 3 applies to the creation of everything in the universe, including the creation of your desires. And so, when you say thank you 3 times in a row, you're using the magic number of creation and a secret magic formula. The second step of make all your wishes come true involves saturating your desires with even more gratitude. You can complete the second step at any time during the day today, either at the same time or listing your top 10 desires or intermittently throughout the day. What are the top 10 things that you want, which you have written? You've already penned it down, which what she means by saturating them means writing thank you 3 times because they are fulfilled. That is saturation. To saturate each of your desires with gratitude's magical power, begin with the first desire on your list and using your imagination mentally answer the following questions as though you've received your desire. What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? You've received it. So, how are you feeling now? And it's a big desire. Here, she's not saying in future, in the next few chapters, when we make the magic check and everything, she will tell us to be realistic. She'll say, please start with small figures, small amounts, small things. Here, she's saying, write anything. Top 10 desires. Write anything. Okay? What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hair raising and goosebumps that way because the more bhav you put, the more intensity. What is your emotion? Not rote rote. You saw I was smiling as I was writing. It's like, aha, the aha moment. Okay, who was the first person you told when you received your desire, and how did you tell them? Mom, guess what? I want to share the good news. Or husband, or son, or beta, or bacha, or any name, best friend, or a business colleague, the deal is struck, anything. Who was the first person? How this entire bhav and feeling is going to affect, energize. रोते रोते बोलोगे ठीक है यार, वो सुबह बीजल ब्रेथ वर्क के फॉर्मूला देती है, किसने देखा है कितने जन हील हुए, ठीक है यार अभी लिखती हूँ, अभी कर रही हूँ, इस चीज का एनरोलमेंट किया है तो ठीक है 10 बार लिख लिया तो रिजल्ट भी उसी इंटेंसिटी में मिलता है. शी सेज व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट, especially if there is a complaining and scarcity attitude. Here she tells us just imagine from your wildest dreams what is it you want, the calling, the need of the hour, and what are the emotions, and who is the first one you're going to tell. You have to imagine all this. What is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as you can in your mind. We did this practice when we were doing Belinda Baum. You can write her name also if you wish to look her up. Belinda Baum's thing about year and a half or 2 years back. Okay. It was so magical, so magical. Finally, reread each desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Literally that way. So now we are going to write this bit, okay? That one top desire, your emotions. This is how I felt. This is how I feel now because it is fulfilled. And then I'm running to tell my or whatever, or calling to tell my or whatever, whoever. And I'm celebrating with my children or my family or my. Just 2 weeks back, we did the same thing when we had another call where I'm following this mentor called Sid Rajsekar on how I reach out to y'all, basically. And that night, everyone was actually sending video calls, video clips on the Telegram group saying, I'm celebrating with my children. I'm celebrating, I'm celebrating, I'm celebrating. So, actually, how you celebrate. So, there is just no space, no place for negativity here, no place for if, but, scarcity, होगा कि नहीं, books की books भर ली लेकिन क्या है क्या नहीं. No, already I'm seeing so many of you all just writing, 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 writing. And that's what she says will create the magic. चलो करते हैं ये भी. Let's. The reason, how many of you all did work in the weekend? The reason why I'm doing this together is only because I know when it is left it on us. Unfortunately, sorry to use this negative phrase, but we don't do it to this intensity. Where we went from day 1 to day 12, we were thanking just 4 days back our cup of tea, our toothpaste, our toothbrush, our hairbrush, our puri, our khakra, our cook, our chef, and here we are saying thank you for our biggest dreams. Once again, turn the page in case you've turned it and write what is our greatest desire. Uske liye thank you. That it is fulfilled. 3 times. Once again. Done? Then we write how our emotions are when you've received your desire, as though you have to write mentally, or you have to say, but I'm making you write because she's telling you to go into your imagination. Mentally answer the following questions, she's saying. I'm saying you're right. What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Matlab, you've got your desire. How are you feeling? Elated, overjoyed, excited, overwhelmed, just outstanding feeling, whatever you want to write in a. And because. Grateful, dancing with joy. Don't use the word impossible or anything. Huh? That because I thought this was impossible to happen, ऐसे मत लिखना. It's happened. Who's the first person you are sharing it with and how? Run into the room of or call. or rush to office to husband or wife or sister or daughter or children or parents. Immediate friends are the first, colleagues, partners. And how did you celebrate? That's also in past tense, huh? So, for example, I'm writing, I went to Wasabi with my family because it's my children's favorite restaurant. Okay, so went to Wasabi with my family, entire family and grandchildren, and cut a cake there that way. Had this amazing platter of sushi and did cake cutting. Finally, reread each desire and really emphasize the thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Turn your page and reread your desires. Now she says to move on to the second desire, whatever you wrote. Now you don't need to write everything, but visualize once again that that desire has also got fulfilled. Thank you, thank you, thank you, जिसमें लिखा. That is also fulfilled. Live it first, which means what are your emotions now? Whom did you tell? Where did you celebrate and how? Move on to the second. Sorry. If you want to do something that's really powerful and a lot of fun, you can also create a magic board where you attach pictures of your desires. This is called a vision board, okay? Cut out the pictures and attach them to a board that's in a place where you will see it often. Okay? Place the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you in big bold letters on your magic board. Or you can use your refrigerator as your magic board. If you have a family, you can create a magic board as a family project and everyone can do it together also. Because children love doing this. Imagine that your magic board is truly magical and that whatever you place a picture of on your board is instantly being moved towards you. Dhakka maar maar ke. Your continued gratitude for it will magnetize it all the way into your life. Powerful sentence. Your continued gratitude for it will magnetize it all the way into your life. So when I made this first time, I made it uh, my vision board with my complete dream thing, but I did it slowly at my own pace. Okay. So magic practice for number 13, make all your wishes come true. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. These are already done. Yeah. Write why you are grateful. Now, this is again, these are done. These are, we are grateful for what is going to be happening, presuming it has happened. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can, which means how many times will you be saying thank you? You're reading your blessings again. So there 3 times thank you is written. And then again, you're saying thank you, thank you, thank you for it. So you're basically saying it 60 times if you write 10 blessings. Thrice because you're reading the sentence, and thrice because you're grateful for it. Okay. I have these figures because I've done this a lot in the past. Then sit down with your pen and journal and list your top 10 desires. Write thank you 3 times before each one as though you already received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you, and your desire. Using your imagination, answer the following questions in your mind as though you've received each of your 10 desires. So she's just repeating it. In your mind, huh? You don't need to write this. We wrote just now twice, it is enough. What are your emotions like? How do you feel? Who is the first person you told when you received the desire? And how did you tell them? What is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as possible, which means actually, like I said, went to Wasabi and cut a cake which has a football, that kind of a thing, because my grandson is genius at that, or which has a trophy because other grandchild, that way. Finally, reread the sentence, listing your desire, and really emphasize the magic words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Reread the sentence. And then she says, make your vision board. Take your time to make your vision board. There is no rush. Cut out pictures and attach them to your magic board. You can remove printouts from your printer, anything, and put it in a place you see them often. Title the board with thank you, thank you, thank you in big bold letters across the top. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock. Don't forget that in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.